Right, I guess you can see me in an eye level. Yeah, me, my MacBook. On the basement, again, my grandma's house. Day 292 or 3 of trying to become a millionaire. And the thing is that, I guess because of the manifestations and some journaling we made a couple of days ago, I am kind of more chill, I guess. Because this journaling stuff and this paperwork kind of gives you a little bit of like an overview, and basically like the transforming chaos into system, because you can use this chaos for your own benefit. The things going on, like back and forth and blah blah blah, like all this cool, bro. If you can find the beauty in this chaos, you can live a lot happier life. I mean, life is a chaos, no matter what old are you and whatever. Like, I mean, even after if you think that the thing I'm struggling with is that I always think that tomorrow I'm gonna live a better life, right? So after I'm gonna get this high paying whatever, like coding job, that's when I'm gonna leave. Or after I'm gonna make enough money from my agency to quit this college, all these things I don't like, this day job, then I'm gonna leave. Or like live, that's, I guess, what you call living in the future, and that's not a good thing. I try constantly, try to get myself back into real world and try to like fucking, switch on a little bit, you know what I mean? Because these days, man, I mean, they're not gonna come back, and we gotta leave something good behind ourselves. Even if like I know we have like big goals and whatever, but I you don't want to regret that you didn't do something specifically. So, and the only way you, I guess, will not, if you will be living in the present and like being like, what is the best thing I can do in a particular situation, right? So in a current moment in your life, like you go through like different kind of stuff, right? So good and bad and ups and downs, and asking yourself, what is the best thing I can do is the best way out, rather than imagining and visualizing a better future where everything is okay and you don't have problems. And it's a mirage, my brother. It's a mirage, because the future version of you is not the version of you which doesn't have a problems. I'm being a little philosophical and blah blah blah, but the thing is that I'm not like working crazy on the agency, like a crazy of building, like there's no stuff which I think for new viewers or even for returning viewers, I kind of want to be at least a little bit inspirational, at least sometimes. And I guess today is one of these kind of cases, because the day was not like wow or something like that. Like, I mean, I woke up, I read Quran, I read a book. I'm reading about startups and like space, about Elon Musk, and it's a general book about like all of these three things. Read a book, did the coding lessons, just finished it. Get to my day job, worked day shift, made a little bit of money, come back home, put the money into case. Yeah, I'm sorry, into my wallet. Um, um, did a little bit of lessons on coding. And after completing these lessons, I'm here in my granddad's home and recording this vlog before I go to sleep. I guess it's close to 10 p.m. It's 9:30 p.m., something like that. And it might a little look like an uninspirational lifestyle of like a freaking NPC who studies in college and works a day job until he graduates to college. but I don't know, like I can't say like any reasons to trust and believe in me, obviously. Um, and I guess I'm gonna be fine and okay if you want. Um, but the thing which kind of makes me believe in myself, I guess, is I don't know what specifically. I don't know what to name. Um, but I have a plan, and that's what makes me a little chill. I know that I'm not wasting time via learning how to code because this is a valuable skill and I can use it many ways, but I don't wanna break my focus into multiple areas. I'm gonna be using this valuable skill to build websites and apps for clients in my agency called QV Studio. So the plan which I shared with you guys in a previous video, well, it's pretty primitive. It's not like rocket science, whatever. College day job, learning how to code, and trying to do some stuff about my business, but I'm saying it like third or fourth time already, and I'm not like doing a lot of progress out there. I have some ideas on what kind of content to create for my agency, but I'm not managing with the learning how to code. If I have time, I'm spending most of it to just watch more lessons, do more practice, and learn how to code better. Like I'm just not having enough time or whatever. Like first half of my day is on my day job. College is on the pause right now. I'm not going to college, but when I will go to college, it's gonna get even more tough to manage things. But pretty soon I'm gonna complete my course on how to learn to code, and I guess I'm gonna switch on to searching for a job mode, and in that case I guess we can spend at least an hour and a half a day on the agency. Pretty soon inshallah. I completed already 8 lessons out of 40 lessons. It might look like not that much, but I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I started on Saturday last week and it's Friday today, so it's not even 1 week and I completed over one. Wait a second, what the heck? Yeah. It's kind of weird. I mean, I remember watching 2 lessons on the weekend. It's kind of like I'm probably doing wrong math somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad that I did the plan. Yesterday, if you didn't watch the video, watch it. But the the plan for current moment is to just keep learning how to code, um, keep making these vlogs, even though I'm not gonna be doing. Yeah, man, I know. The image is a little. I don't want to say depressing because this is the moment which refines a lot of stuff. Because man, I mean, what is more inspirational than a story? I mean, this day job, college, I mean, in real life, they sound awful. But I can almost imagine how it's gonna look so freaking inspirational when someone's gonna make a movie about me. And damn it, I mean, I don't wanna be complaining, man. I mean, I know, and the reason why I know is because I have a plan. Of course, life and God has its own plans, but I'm gonna be trying my best. I have a goal. I'm praying. I'm praying so that my goals gonna become reality. My dreams are gonna become reality, and I also have a plan of action. How to turn these dreams into reality. So, like, and I get into details how I'm gonna do this thing in a previous video. Um, yeah, it's I guess that's all I got, man. I mean, um, keep learning, keep working until I'm gonna land a better, higher paying, either coding or any kind of high paying job. And in that case, I mean, brother, we can quit at least the current job I'm working on, I'm working in. I mean, it also comes with its own downsides. That, I mean, if I'm gonna be working full time, you know, the amount of energy I will have, the amount of time I will have in comparison to, like, you know, this only day shift job I'm working right now. Of course, I'm gonna make more money, um, which is kinda can help you to drop out of college because you're gonna show your parents that you can do well even without a college. But I'm not sure that they're gonna allow that. Um, except if it's not gonna be like, you know, job in a foreign country or something like that, which is kind of like, I mean, pretty, pretty hard to land when you have no experience and you're 18 years old and whatever. Um, so, you know, I don't wanna make depressing, whatever, like, you know, if I'm gonna make more money, I'm gonna have at least, maybe I'm gonna be able to purchase a little bit of time of someone to help me in my agency to reach out. So I can hypothetically hire a VA, that's a virtual assistant. If I'm gonna land a higher paying job, like, you know, 400, 500, 600, inshallah, 700, or even $1,000 a month would be crazy, inshallah. God will, from that money, investing like 100, 150, or maybe 200, I wish less, dollars a month, so that someone is going to be outreaching from the name of the agency a day, every single day. I guess that's kind of really good, you know, like, I mean, pretty soon this way we're gonna land the client, and yeah, that, you know, it's something I kind of didn't thought about, hiring a VA. Oh yeah, it's a good thing to consider. Anyway, I didn't want to make this video. I wanted to make it as an inspiration as possible, I guess. But yeah, the sea of salt, no, sea of sweet water and a drop of salt water. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of inspiration, but a lot of inspiration and a little bit of realism. Yes, I'm gonna make this video. I don't know what else I can add. I guess you know, in the previous video I said, you know, the first two stages of this system are a little chaotic, and when I say chaotic, is like more unpredictable what is gonna happen and how it's gonna turn out, you know what I mean? You know, I'm not quite sure like what kind of job it's gonna be, if it's gonna be tech or non-tech or high paying or not that much, or like foreign country or non-foreign. Like, I'm still having a little bit of hope that I might land a job in some kind of foreign country, at least remote job, because I can speak English, inshallah. But we all have to be realistic that full-time job is going to be draining more energy and time, obviously. And you know, me thinking that when I will land a job, then I will think about business, brother. I mean, I didn't thought about that until now, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be pretty damn, not pretty damn, but being realistic, it's not gonna be easy to work on a business after 8-hour shift. I hope Allah will give us power and energy, otherwise we can't break out of the system, my brother. Business is the only way how you can break out of the system. Otherwise, I mean, no one is gonna pay you $10,000 a month salary, or like, I mean, you can, but come on, let's be realistic. I mean, you gotta, I mean, you're gonna be 30 years old engineer, really, like, and like this SMMA guy is at 21, 22 gonna be doing your salary. I mean, that's not cool, you know. A lot of the engineers, which I kind of didn't never thought about, is that, you know, a lot of these cool engineers, whatever, you know, software, whatever engineers, they're pretty old damn guys. And they're not young, you know. And I mean, they start young, you know, about my age, because it takes time to learn. But I guess what I want to say is that, you know, it takes time to become great at something. If they like this lifestyle of working for someone else, I mean, I'm happy for them, but I don't quite want this lifestyle. You know, sometimes you think, you know, sometimes looking at the sun rise and sun, how it's called when it goes down, whatever. You know, I work in a place, my day job is this, in this kind of very beautiful place in the middle of the city. And sometimes when you go back from praying Maghrib, back to the office, and it's like sun, whatever, I forgot the name, but you kind of think, you kind of start thinking about, like, maybe you don't need all that shit to be happy. Like, you know, I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it's free, you know, you can enjoy it for free, you know what I mean? But then you kind of start thinking, I mean, is it gonna make me happy? I'm not sure. Because in fact, yeah. I mean, even the idea about just living in a nice apartment, yes, good wife, whatever, good family, bro, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna probably continue comparing myself to other people until I'm gonna reach a certain point. Then when I don't have to or whatever, yeah. Some people get onto their Instagram and they're like, okay, cool, waste time. But I get on my Instagram and I see like another person bought a Lambo, another like Iman Ganji, look Bama. You see all these people and it pisses you off and it makes you work harder, you know? Alright.